How's it going, Reef Keepers? It is time for the monthly tank update, so I figured I would get it out before the holiday. I hope you guys all have some plans for the 4th. It looks like much of the United States is going to have some pretty nice weather. I know it's going to be brutally hot here, but my father's actually coming into town to spend some time with my family, and we're really looking forward to it. Definitely going to do some small town fireworks and go catch the parade and have a good time. So. Anyway, let's go over what's happening in the tank. But first, I will say I've made some pretty drastic shifts recently. I guess I don't know how drastic they are, but one, I stopped using UV. I turned it off completely. I'm going to see how it goes. All right. I'm nervous, but I'm going to see how it goes. Two, I bumped my salinity up just a little bit after consulting some people I respect who were like, yeah, you might want to up that a little bit. So, I also lowered the temperature in my tank because it gets so dang hot in Mississippi, and I pipe in outside air to go to my skimmer, and I think that along with just like ambient heat in the house, not wanting to run our air conditioner, nonstop all day, the tank temperature was getting up to like 79 degrees and starting to bump over it. And I was like, all right, so now my target temp for the heaters is 76, which it gets down close to 76 overnight. But then as soon as the sun's up, it just starts ramping up again. So like it just is what it is. But the swing has been drastically reduced by doing that. So lower starting point has actually helped me out quite a bit. And I also turned. You guys may have caught this before. I've talked about it a couple videos ago, but I turned off amino acid dosing as well because there's enough evidence out there that amino acids fuel pathogenic critters in the tank more than they probably help corals, which is really interesting. So I've done away with amino acid dosing. The tank looks pretty great. I also adjusted my Kalkwasser dosing schedule so that its pH is less of a swing. Like overnight, more of my Kalkwasser is dosed now. Like 90% of it is dosed. During the 12 hours, the tank lights are off. So as you can see, things. I mean, I got a little bit of corals that were uncomfortable for like a couple weeks, but everything seems to be panning out well. The elegance is pretty darn happy, as you guys can see. Pretty thrilled, pretty fluffy. Duncan's happy, fluffy after they closed up a little bit. I am getting some good SPA. Like you can see the base out happening on this Monty right here. You can also see plenty of growth happening down here on these digis. Lots of growth happening here, even though that's kind of a quote unquote ugly coral, like cream and light green. I really like that kind of natural colored coral, so I've enjoyed that. You can see a little bit of growth, new growth happening right there on the edge of that Monty. This guy, especially in the back of it, continues to grow out. This Anacropora is doing super well. Remember, I got from TSA some stylos, and you can see the basing out occurring. The top of it is getting kind of bulbous. There's some base out occurring on this one as well, and I can tell that the top is actually changing color. If you look really close here, see how the top is like more pink than purple, and the rest of it's purple? That pink appeared when it began to grow, which is real interesting. Down low, LPS, already gone through a couple of them. Extremely happy. Duncan's happy. Rockflower Nems, happy per usual. They're never really that upset. Nice fluffy polyps. This piece here, the name escapes me. Monopora, is it Setosa? Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. It's interesting. The fox face panicked one day when my kid came in from outside and went sprinting past the tank, and she blasted her nose right into that piece. And it wasn't glued down super hard, but it came free and it broke a little bit off of it. And it's healthy, but I haven't detected any growth on it. And I think it's because I had to, take it out, put it back in. So I disturbed it. You guys will notice these like probably almost looks like spider webs from back here far away. I am still fighting the war with, look, I missed this one. This. So I will say, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Green Pasillipora, however you say it, don't. It reproduces like, and it could be just the whatever, the random frag that I had that I now have a colony of in one tank. I put it in the preschool's tank that I take care of, and it's taken off in there because they don't care. It's just a, they don't, they just want to see coral growing. And I was like, oh, I have one that'll grow for you. But I mean, like, it pops up, boom, 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 like everywhere. And now I have a piece of it behind the rock work that there's no way I'm going to get to. And it's just starting to its life. And I know that it's going to be horrible. I'm going to have to, in 6 months, I'm going to have to take apart the side of the rock work to kill it. It's going to be awful. Don't get it. You're never going to get it out of your tank. Ugh, this stuff is brutal. Anyhow, Foxface continues to pick at the A can. What am I going to do? I mean, it's a lost cause. But yeah, everything else down low looking pretty darn happy. So yeah, I am very pleased. I'm not looking to acquire more coral. Like I kind of have decent little zones set up. Oh, I didn't even go over my one final acro is doing just fine. Base out is slow but continuing. I haven't detected any upward growth off of it, but good polyp extension, especially in the evening and at night. A little bit of polyp extension during the day. It's doing all right. So, but yeah, I'm not going to get more coral unless some crazy deal, comes right in front of me. Not for this tank, right? I will give you guys a sneak preview. I am gonna redo my kid's tank with her. She wants to do soft coral really bad. She's just kind of bored with, having like a mixed reef with LPS, SPS. So I am going to turn that into a softy tank. So it's not like I'm not going to ever get coral again, but I'm really, really focused on locking this tank in, letting things grow out, and kind of just letting stuff grow into kind of a beautiful display tank here. So I'm very, very happy with what's going on in this tank right now. I really, besides the Pasillipora, I couldn't be happier. So there's your update, folks. Pretty darn happy with things. Hope you guys have a wonderful 4th.